I am out here working in this garden. It's a no-dig garden. And I decided maybe I should share what I'm doing. This is my asparagus garden. You can see the asparagus is growing right here, but then you see this crabgrass next to it here. The boxes were to choke out the crabgrass, but they're not. So what I'm doing is opening back up the garden, and I'm finding all this grass here. So my plan is to pull this out, just the top. Don't dig after anything, just this green stuff. You don't even have to really do that. But with a no-dig garden, you don't disturb the surface of the soil. See, all I am disturbing, oh, look at that. That's a baby asparagus right there. Look how cute. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take this out, these grass pieces here, and then my plan is to take my boxes, lay them on again, just right where I'm working, right up next to that little baby asparagus right there. That's what that is. And then just take my bark chips and just put it right back on top here and cover it back up to make another layer that this will have to grow through. So look, my turkeys are here to help me. Oh, you guys getting bugs? Good. Just don't eat my little asparagus, guys, okay? So I'm just gonna sandwich this back on. Be careful of my plant right there. And I'm gonna open up this whole entire thing and then cover it back up. Should be no big deal. That way it will, oh, look at them, they're finding worms and all kinds of stuff. So then next year I shouldn't have any of this crabgrass amongst my asparagus. That is the hope anyway. So I got more boxes, sea box pieces, and I'm gonna lay them on there. All right, here's the picture of my asparagus garden after I kind of amended around with boxes, and then I kind of covered it up with the bark chips again. But the reason why I didn't do it as carefully is because I've learned that I'll probably need to come back in and re-amend around it. Put another layer of boxes and then some more bark chips. The bark chips are mainly for visual because it drives me crazy to have all these boxes. But it would be easier if I just left the boxes and put something on it to hold it down if the wind was blowing. But see how I left the asparagus, laid the box down, tucked the sides in. The asparagus is right here, and I really covered around the base of it so that just the asparagus can reach out, and then all that grass is covered up through this whole area. You guys are gonna come down and help me again? Oh, good. My helpers are here. All my helpers. Gosh. So it looks a lot better to me, it does, because there's not grass poking through. Now see, I kind of did the same thing here. See how there's a new box under there? I'm leaving this raw edge because this in the springtime, I would just like to either lift it up or move it aside, and they're just large boxes. But I need to take the time and see, open it up here where this grass is. And then right there, see that grass? You just pull it back, open it up. See, I've done it here where it seems disturbed. Bark chips. I opened it up, pulled it all back, put like 3 layers of cardboard under, and then it looks a lot better. This one, I've kind of wisened up, and it's going to be winter, so this whole big thing will be covered with snow. But I think I'm going to come back through. I've got it covered once, sometimes twice with how I layered these boxes in here. But I'm going to come back through and go over it one more time with another layer of boxes. So that's my plan. These birds are so helpful. So see, even against this, I came in with a couple boxes, pulled it all back, put this over the top. This is broken off. This is what I was trying to get rid of. It was poking out right there. And then you just do that 2 or 3 times in spots. Just keep up with it. Don't let it get ahead of you. And this is how you do no dig. And then you'll have this big garden area. So see, I would open this up, put boxes down, and put the cardboard back down, and then put the wood chips on top. This is one of my raspberries that has made it. I hope I have more raspberries show up for me in the spring. Then once I get there, I will open up these bags of leaves and cover everything up. I've collected a lot of bags for layering. I'm going to cover all this messy stuff up. It just looks messy with the boxes. But no dig style gardening really cuts down on the amount of plucking weeds and stuff. So it just isn't not as eye-pleasing the first year. I'm guessing first and second year. I am new to this. I have never ever had a garden this large. I've never tried to lay out a garden this large. In our last home, this garden is larger than our whole entire backyard. So I am just doing this style of gardening to try to lay it out so that I can grow grains. Hi. I want to grow some of our own grains. I would like to grow a lot of our own food. I just want to get prepared and get independent. Self-sufficient is my plan. So this is what the beginning stages of that looks like for us. Starting a farm. I've never had free-range birds before. Free-range birds, get in your garden. I had this all tucked away and really nice, and then the birds decided that this corner, see this chicken, was where they wanted to start tearing stuff apart. And I put wire over my raspberries. My raspberry starts, see they're inside there. I have a whole row of them, and I had to put boards on the sides of them and metal over the top because these birds are just tearing into my raspberry starts. And it looks that just kills my eyes. I just can't hardly handle it. So I'm hoping for a snow cover, and then I will put leaves on and more bark on in the spring. That's my hope. Free-range birds are friendly and they're fun, aren't you? But they get into everything you don't want them to. I looked out the other day and one of these turkeys was on my vehicle. These are heritage breeds, so they at least take 6 months to get to their full size. And we just got them this fall, so they're not there yet. But they're very friendly. We enjoy their company. This is a red bourbon. This is a blue slate. And then the white ones are royal palms. That chicken has yogurt on its head. I cut out rest of my yogurt and it looks like it's eating it or ate it. Hi. They are so much fun. I like to come up and see what you're up to and everything that I do because we feed them. They like to come and visit and hang out. So. And yes, that chicken has yogurt on its face. I don't know if you can see that, but I can see it. Our land is out of bugs to eat, and so we are really having to feed these guys. They've eaten all the bugs that they can find, all the grasshoppers that were left. So we're just gonna have to feed him grains for the winter. Hi, sweetheart. Hi.